14th of May, and the nation straight. Gbajabiamila, Lawan, Adamu are taking a swipe at the southern governors calling for confab or calling for restructuring. Their reasons are not far-fetched. Okay, so if you look down and I zoom that a bit more and you see it. Igbo youths, not minority reps, led dialogue and restructuring. But Gbajabiamila, Lawan, Adamu, senators are saying that southern governors are hypocrites for calling for restructuring. And their reasons are not far-fetched. They are saying that they are hypocrites, especially if they cannot start the restructuring from their states by allowing local governments to have autonomy. That the states should begin it. If you want to do something, you lead the charge. That the states should start first by allowing for restructuring in their own respective states. That you can start it and then you give the example. We can be sure that you are sincere about the call you're making. So you cannot be taking the money meant for local government. You cannot be stifling the local government development and be calling for restructuring. Why not lead the charge, lead the example? And that is what we have on the nation. And so I move to the Punch. On the Punch, Buhari is ignorant and full of excuses, says PDP, ACF, PANDEV, and others. Now they are ordering weapons. Buhari is saying that ordering weapons and training troops in usage will always take time. So it's calling for all of you to be patient with them. That you guys should calm down. At least reason with him. It's not easy. Nigerians are tired of your endless stream of excuses, PDP tells Buhari. Understand plight of kidnapped victims now. They are paying heavy ransom. That is according to ACF. And I want to take that a little down so that we see other things at the bottom of that page. Now if you look there to the left, see the rumored attack of Lagos by IPOB is meant to cause division. That is according to Ohaneze, and that it is not true. Okay, so to the right, you say federal government to revive special terrorism prosecution court very soon. That is according to your man, Malami. Anyways, may I move to the next paper. In this case, it is Daily Sun. And to your right there, Ohaneze is defending IPOB over alleged plot to attack Lagos by IPOB. And if you look at the major one on that page too, Buhari reviews handicap in fighting insurgency. He is still vowing in 2021 to stop bandits from causing food crisis. Now farmers and others are crying out, say, save us, we are tired, we are dying. It isn't easy. I want to check below that page. North preparing to leave Nigeria, and this is another important part. The North is already preparing to leave Nigeria. That is according to Ladoja. Don't forget that Ladoja is godfather to Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. The last time I heard of him, he joined APC. But I think it is becoming clear that Tinubu may not get the ticket for presidency from Nigeria, because Buhari said days ago that all those calling for restructuring are only desperate for power, that they are not sincere about the call, that it is because they are using it to play card to negotiate for tickets in 2020, that they are desperate for power. So they are rumoring, they are creating rumor of division, that if we don't give them ticket, they are threatening us that they will go. Now Ladoja is saying something here, that the North is also preparing to leave Nigeria. So that simply means Sunday Igboho has the full backing of Ladoja. And then he made the following premise by saying that the building of railway in Niger Republic and the refinery in Daura Port are part of groundwork that they are doing ahead of, that they are also preparing in case Nigeria divides, that they are already using all our commonwealth to build their north. Okay, now the government has lost focus on economic revival, according to Bauchi governor. If you look to your right there, president pledges to boost operational capabilities of NDLEA. He hails agency's performance. Now, the next one that is also interesting: Autumn and senators praise southern governors on open grazing ban. And then the little explanation to that one is that Autumn is saying that anybody who is opposed to what the southern governors are saying definitely has hidden agenda or other interests. Now, the federal government is to resuscitate special terrorism prosecution court we saw that earlier. And I move to the next paper I have, which is People's Daily. There's another interesting story on People's Daily. See, you can't lead restructuring campaign. You cannot lead restructuring campaign, and that is according to the Senate. You read earlier. Let me take that down. Okay, so they are saying you are insincere. If you are calling for restructuring, you are very insincere. There's a part I'm also searching for. I don't think it's on this page. Maybe it's on the last page. I'm going to read where Ozekome blasts the governors who are calling for another confab. So let me take you to the last paper I have for today, and that's New Telegraph. Now, this is where another interesting story is. But let's start from Buhari. Says we'll deal with bandits to ensure food security. He's still promising that since before he came to power. Autumn is saying that any Nigerian that is against southern governors' position on ranching has hidden agenda. Now, Autumn is sounding sincere, right? Idul Fitri caution extremists giving Islam bad name. Christian Association of Nigeria is begging NSCIA. And then exclusive: sex for food destroying girls, women in northeast IDP camps, as if that is also not affecting everyone. But look at the important one on this page. 2023 power rotation zoning is unsettling APC and PDP. Convention stalled as parties consult. So while people are clamoring to leave the country because things are not working, APC and PDP are busy shopping for who will be their next president. They are still using the same old zoning agenda. Malami, Ibori's suit against UK is causing delay of 80 million pounds loot repatriation. Nigeria dey funny gone. But anyways, the most interesting part of all the news we read today is that you notice, for instance, that the senators are opposed to southern governors' call for confab, and the following are the reasons. That number one, if they are truly sincere about what they are calling for, at least they should begin by restructuring in their own, by practicing it in their own state. Allow local government autonomy if you are very sincere about what you're saying, if not because you have other agenda. And to me that sounds right. Like, can't you stop collecting all the local government allocations? Allow the grassroots to develop. And number two, if in fact they are not even allowing local government elections, they just unpick the people they want to put in positions as caretaker local government chairpersons. They are not allowing people even to vote to determine who their local government chairman should be. Governors will just pick people and just say, you local government caretaker here and there, so that they can sack them at will if they are not bringing their allocations to them. That's number one. So if you want to restructure, states truly should begin to demonstrate that they are sincere. So these governors calling for restructuring should start by demonstrating it in their state that they are genuine and serious about what they are saying. That's number one. I'm reading comments too. I'm reading the comments. Number two, Ozekome in one of the pages said that there was already Confab in 2014, which has over 400 recommendations. That if you implement only half of it, Nigeria would already, not be what it is right now. That Nigeria would have gone far than where we are today. So what does it take to just begin to implement those recommendations? People from all parts of Nigeria sat together already and discussed what they wanted for the country. So there is no need for us to spend so much money again constituting another confab, except all of you just want money again. Like, do you know what it cost to constitute the previous confab in 2014? It cost a lot. To pay, how many were they? Can't remember the exact figure now, but you can Google it. How many representatives were at the confab in 2014 that were paid allowance every time, every day, every month to come and put recommendation? I remember Falana was there. Gani Adams, he was an Otumba then, Otumba Gani Adams representing OPC. I remember Professor, I interviewed him at that time when he was recommending that we don't need to, maybe we should start by changing the name of Nigeria. It's some guy when he said the local potentates were not consulted with before the name was coined, and that it was an insult to have named us without our input. So that maybe we wanted to start restructuring from changing the name first of all, and then it generated some kind of rule, although it was only giving academic suggestion at that point, and it sounded valid all the same, that the name Nigeria was a product of iniquity between Lord Lugard and his girlfriend Flora Shaw. That was the confab. The name is Professor Akiyo Yebode. It was at the confab. There were northerners at the confab. There were easterners at the confab. So many people, all people from all regions came together and at the confab. So Zekome is nudging us that the recommendations in that confab are sufficient to reposition Nigeria, and therefore there is no need to say you want to constitute another confab. It costs the nation a fortune. Already we are paying people at the National Assembly without getting results. You are paying huge sum of money in overhead to people who go there mostly doing nothing. So that said, I want to believe that truly we don't need another confab if we have not sincerely looked into the report of the confab initially constituted by Goodluck Jonathan. So, gentlemen and ladies, I want to draw the curtain at this point. I know that we have been able to look at the front page today. I'm still working on getting audio to the show, so that after bringing out the major headlines from the select papers, we'll be able to take calls and asides from the comments. All right. So thank you so much once again. We'll be having one outreach. I hear you, Ambush Adisi. We'll be having an outreach today, courtesy of Andamon Gold Foundation, to go and feed people on the streets. But we look forward to doing more, so we need your support. Just look at the information on your screen. If you want to message us, that's my WhatsApp number, screen on the screen as well. Gentlemen and ladies, my name is Shegulo once again, and I put Ojoro to the close by Larry Safari. I love you. Bye for now.
On the dog, this generation, yes, who don't,
Anybody when you try anything to support your life. Not the same person we go they try anything to take your wife. But even when you try anything good to change your life, the same person we go they stab you from back and with your knife. Them still hold me down. Yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh. Delay all of us, oh, bow.